Hello. My story begins when I was a kid. I have always been bi. My first love was my best friend who lived down the street from me. We were together all the time growing up, learning about growing up, sort of fumbling through what it meant to be intimate. This continued from about the 8th grade all the way until our senior year of high school. Then we went off to college, and he was in a car accident which put him in a coma for the next 15 years. I would come home at Christmas time and spend time with both his family and the woman who was driving the car family, and was unable to tell either of them that I didn't think that she was at fault, or that I was as close as anybody could be to Billy. He eventually passed away the same weekend that I got married for the first time. After his accident, I didn't have any contact with men for the next 25 years sexually. Happily married and unhappily divorced, which had nothing to do with my sexuality, had more to do with other things. I had a barbecue on a Friday night, introduced my new wife to Billy while he was still in the coma. On Saturday he passed away from his pneumonia, and on Sunday he the news came out while I was having a reception for my wedding. I got divorced, got married again, got divorced again, and then had parents that were much older, 48 and 41 when I was born. So I actually took care of both of them with Alzheimer's till they passed away. So I had about a 5-year stint where that kind of overwhelmed me, and didn't feel that I had the emotional reserves to be responsible in a relationship, and found other outlets and started to see men and enjoy that side of my personality again for the first time after 25 years. Over the course of the next couple of years, and a double whammy of a bad divorce, the economy crashing, and finding out that I was HIV positive, I kind of plummeted into a fairly bizarre alteration of my lifestyle. I moved to Seattle from Denver, found out about all sorts of services and community relations, met some great people, figured out how to take care of myself, went on meds, and then over the course of several years, doing design build projects for friends. I'm an architect planner where I actually live with them and help them out with anything that I can, designing, building, constructing, shopping, anything from bathroom remodels, tiling floors, building gardens, re-roofing houses, whatever. So that's how I've survived for the last 5 years, and it's been interesting because all of my friends are straight and married with kids, and only in the last couple of years since I went on medications have I come out to my closest friends. Some have been fantastically supportive, others quietly just disappear from contact. The sort of pinnacle of both the highs and lows of this story was that 2.5 years ago, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is directly related to your immune system, quite easily compromised by the HIV. And I was stage 4B, immediately went into chemo treatments, of which I did 16. Being an architect, it's easy to do things as a project, and that was my only project for about 10 months. Learned how to be a couch potato, did not ever feel any pain, couldn't tell you where I was sick, never threw up, never felt nauseous, had wonderful doctors, who was also not only the head of oncology at my hospital, but a specialist in HIV in Seattle, and one of the best people I've ever met. So I was in good hands. I'm a year out of my last treatment and completely clear, and I have to say that the benefits that I was availed because of being sick and HIV positive have allowed me to survive through the worst of the depression and some of the other resulting things that have impacted my life. So now I am just finishing up a month and a half of getting out of the rain and visiting friends and feeling back to my old self again and exploring, and I'm hoping to continue with what I've learned over the last couple of years and create my own nonprofit to do design pillow projects for other nonprofits and figure out a way to travel around the world doing that, and to show people how a 57-year-old guy with HIV can be as healthy as anybody else. One of the ironies of my chemo treatments was that I almost got a complete reboot, and my CD4 count at last check-in was in the 600s, and my viral load is undetectable, and I'm healthier now than I was before I got infected. So all in all, I can't say that having cancer was a bad thing, and I'm looking forward to giving back to say thanks for all the help and assistance that I've got from being HIV positive. Thank you.